Wow, was that ever a walk down memory lane? It's so great seeing all those photos from past walks. What an amazing way to kick off such an amazing day. This is the Tenaquip Foundation Walk for Muscular Dystrophy, virtual edition. And thanks for joining us. We're so happy that we could all come together and walk as one despite the many challenges this year has presented. I'm Ryan Edgar, and I'm one of your MCs today. A little about myself. My journey began with Muscular Dystrophy Canada in 1996 with the Township of Scugog Fire Department. As a member of the Port Perry Firefighters Association, I participated in my first ever boot toll for muscular dystrophy during our Port Perry Santa Claus Parade. That year, I learned that it wasn't just about the fundraising and what the meaning of every penny counts really meant, but it's also where I met my very first family that was affected from a neuromuscular disorder, and exactly what that meant too. Our association had been made Muscular Dystrophy Canada their charity of choice since 1986, and have been donating to it ever since. I became an active participant in Muscular Dystrophy Canada events and soon became the chairperson of our association. Later, I became an Ontario firefighter advisor for Durham Region, York Region, Simcoe County, and the city of Kawartha Lakes. Being surrounded by so many positive firefighters piqued my interest to become the chair of the Ontario Firefighter Advisory Committee, and led me to eventually being elected as Ontario's representative of the National Firefighter Relations Committee. Since that time, I have met so many amazing people, clients, ambassadors, staff, volunteers, and there's so many firefighters who continue to give back each and every year. Whether it's for fundraising, for important things like equipment and research, or simply being there for advocacy, and so much more. Now I'm going to introduce to you our co-host for today. My co-host is Norman Braithwaite. Norman?
Bonjour, mon nom est Norman.
Hello, Norman Braithwaite here. I am proud to participate virtually in the Tenaquip Walk for Muscular Dystrophy. I just want to quickly tell you my story. I've been a spokesperson for MDC for some 23 years now. It all started when I met Kevin Robertson in a special way because I wanted to buy his parents' house. I fell in love with the house, and when I saw Kevin, he was hard at work, even though he has muscular dystrophy. So he says to me, "Aren't you someone famous? You do a bit of radio, right?" I wasn't too sure what to make of that comment. Anyways, I said, "Yeah." And he asked me, "Well, could you talk about my cause?" And I asked him, "Well, what exactly is your cause?" So he replied, "Muscular dystrophy, and we're going to have an auction." Of course, I wanted to be part of that. And the theme of our very first auction was celebrities. I remember we had a guitar signed by Roger Waters of Pink Floyd, a dress that Whitney Houston wore to the Oscars, a helmet by Gilles Villeneuve, and I think we raised, those early years, maybe $60,000. And now, some 22 years later, and I really think that volunteering should, well, be done anonymously. But at some point, I had to use my name, and I became very good friends with the people of Muscular Dystrophy Canada. It's become my cause, Denis Turcotte's cause as well, in the Saguenay. I am very proud to say that we have now raised some $6 million to date. I would like to thank the musicians, because every year we hold a gala that unfortunately we may not have this year because of coronavirus, but there will be more to come. I want to thank my son Edouard because I don't speak English very well, and I also want to thank my daughter who is there every year. In these times of COVID-19, we ask ourselves, what with all the problems we have just getting by, whether there is any time left for volunteer work. I think that now, more than ever, there has to be time for volunteer work, because we need to understand that our life is not as hard as it is for others. So when our life becomes difficult, we have to make even more of an effort to help people whose life is even more difficult than ours. If there is a silver lining to what is happening right now, it is a strong show of love and sharing. I know it sounds somewhat cliché. So I wish you all the best. I'm sorry I can't be with you because of scheduling problems, as we're starting a new season on TV shortly. And I think you know it's extremely complicated and difficult. So again, all the best. My heart reaches out to yours. Thank you very much, and see you soon at the next gala, of course. Bye for now.
Okay then. Thanks, Norman. Well, I'm not sure if I can handle this event all by myself. I mean, I don't know that much French, and I know we have a lot of French participants tuning in today.
Ryan, excuse me, Ryan, I'm Jag, actually. I can help out. I'm Jag from the MDC Montreal office, and I can jump in and help you out today if you want. I was just sitting here watching the show anyway, so if you want, I'm okay. Je suis avec dystrophie musculaire depuis presque 4 ans.
I've been with MDC for 4 years. I'm with IT, and on my own time, well, I play for the league. I've won the world title twice, so I can kind of help you today. So I would first like to point out that we've done our best to provide content for today's event in both French and English, because the Walk for Muscular Dystrophy is a pan-Canadian event with participants from across Canada. And so Nicole, our wonderful interpreter, will ensure interpretation. Hi, everyone.
Thanks, Nicole. And so glad to have you join us, Jag. Great to meet you, and thanks for jumping in. For those of you who have never attended a walk event and are new with us today, well, welcome to you too. The Tenaquip Foundation Walk for MD is Muscular Dystrophy Canada's signature fundraising event. This event was created to raise public awareness about neuromuscular disorders and to raise critical funds to support individuals impacted. Each year, thousands of Canadians join the walk to continue the fight against neuromuscular disorders. Typically, the walk is an in-person event held in more than 40 communities across the country. But as you know, this year, due to COVID-19, we've had to come together virtually, but at least we're together. I've been told that there are many familiar teams here with us today. For instance, Ibrahim's Superheroes from Ontario. Ibrahim is an 8-year-old and has been participating in the walk for 3 years. Team Sparks with Team Vicky from St. John are also joining us too. I hear they got really creative and found new ways to fundraise during the pandemic. Well, way to go. And we also have with us Ethan's entourage versus Duchenne in Edmonton. Thank you for all you guys do too. The Wilton family, or Team 5, is here from the prairies, and I was told they raised $20,000 this year. Might even be more now. And I can't stop without shouting out to Team Party Hardy. Have a great event today. And Kathy, how cool that you're sporting full bunker gear. That's so incredible.
Wow, Ryan.
Wow, Ryan. I can't believe how many people have showed up. We also have some super teams from Quebec. Team Moving Muscles, no stranger to the walk, and a newcomer, Team Isabelle Rioux-Mathieu. That's the power of the Walk for Muscular Dystrophy. It brings together all members of the MDC family, clients, firefighters, chapters, researchers, health providers, volunteers, allies, donors, members of the board and staff, and that makes for a very special event. MDC is not only a community, Ryan, but one big family.
It really does feel like a big family. Sadly, though, over the past year, we have lost some of our friends, family, and loved ones. So let's take a moment now to remember and honor those who are no longer with us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Our walk family also includes a host of generous sponsors who have contributed in big ways to make this year's event a success. First, I want to thank this year's title sponsor, the Tenaquip Foundation, who are longtime supporters of Muscular Dystrophy Canada, as well as our national sponsor, Roche, and media sponsor, Global News, for their ongoing support. Thank you also to our provincial sponsor, Robotel Equipment, Motion and Agata, and our regional sponsors, Eco Medical Equipment and Fredericton Co-op. I also want to give a shout out to every single one of you for tuning in our virtual event today, and all who have registered for the Tenaquip Foundation Walk for MD and fundraised along the way. This day would just not be possible without you. We'll be announcing the grand total raised later in the show, but you still have time to donate or fundraise right now so that we hit that $750,000 goal. You can head over to walk4md.ca. That's walk4md.ca and make a donation online. Or you can text support walk, capital S, capital W, support walk to 20222 to make a $5, $10, or a $25 donation to Muscular Dystrophy Canada. A one-time donation will be added to your mobile phone bill or be deducted from your prepaid balance.
Effectivement.
As you know, MDC has experienced a significant decrease in revenue in recent months. It has had to make changes to its programs and services, as well as decrease its funding for research activities. We are here today because we believe that MDC plays a very important role within the community of those affected by neuromuscular disorders. If you have already made a donation, a heartfelt thanks. If not, please do it now, online or at give to 20222 for a donation of $5, $10, or $25.
To 45 minutes, so you don't miss out on how hearing how much money we've raised together. You'll get to experience some great entertainment, hear some inspirational stories, and get an official Walk for MD send-off from our firefighter partners who have been by MDC side for over 65 years. Now I'd like to introduce our first guest, the extraordinarily talented graphic recorder, Disa Kauk. Hi, Disa. Can you explain what you're going to be doing with us today?
Sure. I work for a company called ThinkLink Graphics. I've been a graphic recorder for over 17 years. You may be wondering, what is a graphic recorder? My job is to listen to conversations and attend events and to take visual notes in words and pictures. So I'm very much looking forward to being here with you all today to capture the virtual walk. Happy Walk Day. I will be capturing on this large board beside me, and you can check in with me a little later on and see what I've come up with. As you can see, I've already begun.
That's awesome, Disa. Well, we'll check back in with you at the end of the show. So looking forward to seeing what you've come up with.
Si tu le permets, Ryan, pour commencer.
And now, to get things underway, I'm pleased to introduce you to Donna Nixon, Chair of the Board of Directors, and Stacy Lintern, Acting CEO of MDC. Hello.
On behalf of the Muscular Dystrophy Canada Board of Directors, I would like to welcome you to the Tenaquip Foundation Walk for Muscular Dystrophy. Thank you for joining us today on this momentous occasion. The first time we've come together virtually. Merci de nous avoir rejoints.
Thank you for joining us today on this momentous occasion, the first time we've come together virtually.
Of the Board of Directors, I want to extend a very special welcome to all the volunteers, all of you who work tirelessly to bring Walk together each year. Although this year may be unlike any before it, we understand the important role that you play in making events like this happen. Our greatest gratitude is extended to you, and thank you for all you do every day at Muscular Dystrophy Canada. Merci à vous tous et toutes. Now I'm also
Thank you all.
introduce you to Stacy Lintern. Stacy has been at the helm of MDC as acting CEO since April of this year, but today I am so thrilled to announce that she has officially assumed the position of CEO. So please join me in welcoming my friend and my colleague, MDC CEO Stacy Lintern. Maintenant, j'aimerais souhaiter la bienvenue.
So please welcome Stacy Lintern, the new CEO of Dystrophy Canada.
I'd like to bring your attention to a video that was posted to MDC's Facebook page this afternoon in the lead up to our event. Donna, our board chair, and 2 other board members, Yasmin and David, and their families did a cross-Canada walk this past weekend that you need to check out if you haven't already. It's a really great video. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Tenaquip Foundation Walk for Muscular Dystrophy. Thank you for your continued support as we walk as one virtually today. Without your tireless support and dedication, Muscular Dystrophy Canada would not be able to provide its critical programs and services, advocate for positive change, and invest in life-changing research. We cannot thank you enough. This year's walk is very different than any other. This is the first time that we're unable to gather in our local communities and connect with one another in person, shake hands, or even share a hug. However, we are here together. In fact, we have participants joining us today for the first time. Today gives us a special opportunity to connect with one another as a nation virtually. For those of you joining us today for the first time, we welcome you. Since March, the COVID-19 pandemic has changed all of our lives. For MDC, the impact has been significant. We've experienced a significant decrease in our fundraising revenue. We've had to make changes to our critical programs and services. We've had to decrease our funding for research activities. However, we continue to persevere. We'll continue to work tirelessly to support our clients and their families in a meaningful way, even in these uncertain and challenging times. We will look at every angle, explore every opportunity to assist us with providing funding assistance to over the 100 clients waiting on our wait list, answering every call, funding cutting-edge research, continuing the momentum of investing $1.6 million into research grants, and working with partners with total leverage of amount of $3.5 million. We'll continue to deliver our webinars, Let's Talk in MD, and continue to influence positive changes at every level. I want to give a heartfelt thank you to all of our amazing chapters, volunteers, firefighters, donors, sponsors, supporters, partners, and our staff who supported this Tenaquip Foundation Walk for Muscular Dystrophy. We are so grateful for your time, your fundraising, and your support. We know that with your continued support, we will continue to make a difference in the lives of Canadians impacted by neuromuscular disorders.
Thank you, Stacey. And thank you, Donna, for all that you guys do for Muscular Dystrophy Canada. Now, here's a friend of MDC's who wanted to say hello.
I'm meteorologist Anthony Farnell from Global News Toronto, and I've had the pleasure of attending the hashtag Walk for MD in past years, and I know how important this is for the entire MDC community. I do want to congratulate everybody who's taking part today and thank all those that made this possible. I am here at Sandbanks Camping with my trusty dog, Storm. It's sunny right now, and we want to send you sunshine for your event today and hope to see you again next year. Take care.
Wow, thank you, Anthony. Now I want to introduce you to a long-time walk participants. Thank you for joining us today at the first ever virtual Walk for MD. Vincent Chalifou, mesdames et messieurs, this is a big change for you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Tell us why you participate in the walk each year.
So I've been participating in the walk for the last 12 years. Obviously this year is a bit different, but I'm so happy that we can all be together, because coming together and connecting with everyone is my favorite part of the walk. Just coming to the walk and seeing all of us there, supporting each other and sharing stories, it's really one of my favorite part of the walk.
Une communauté de soutien, Vincent. Les gens...
Community support. So many people say that is indeed what they love the most about the walk for muscular dystrophy. Could you say a few words about yourself and why MDC is so important to you? Sure. Well, this year I'm an ambassador for the walk in Ottawa. My relationship with Muscular Dystrophy Canada is that I have Duchenne dystrophy since I was 6 years old, maybe, and that's when I became involved in Muscular Dystrophy Canada. And it's been quite a ride. Well, thank you, Vincent. As you know, we have a great many donors and sponsors here with us today, Vincent. Is there anything that you would like to say to them? I'd like to thank everyone for raising funds and for your support. Every dollar you raise is very important because it helps people like me who rely on Muscular Dystrophy Canada. I'm curious, Vincent, once this show is done and over with, what are your plans for the walk? Well, this year we're going to come together as a family and we're going to talk to people virtually about what it is we do. Thank you, Vincent. Vincent Chalifou, ladies and gentlemen.
Inspiring story. Can't wait to see your picture on social media later. Next up, we have a special message sent in from Global BC reporter Michael Newman.
Hey there, this is Michael Newman from Global BC, and we are a proud supporter of the Tenaquip Foundation Walk for MD, and we're just trying to do our part to raise awareness of neuromuscular disorders and the effect that it has on thousands of Canadians, especially here in our community. We want to thank everyone for being part of this virtual event, and thank you for raising the critical funds that are necessary to help those across the country who are affected by this disease. Have a great event, everyone.
Thank you, Michael. As we mentioned at the top of the show, each year, Walk for MD takes place in communities across the country, from the East Coast to the West Coast to dozens of places in between. A lot of those walks wouldn't happen if it weren't for amazing volunteers, community support, and our ambassadors. Thank you to everyone who makes this event happen year after year, even in years like this one. But I want to express a special thanks to the ambassadors who bravely share their stories of living with a neuromuscular disorder to help encourage others to participate. These people come from all walks of life, and many have never spoken in front of large crowds or have put themselves front and center in such a large way before. But they are all committed to raising funds and awareness of neuromuscular disorders, and we all applaud your courage and tenacity. One of our ambassador families is here with us today. We have our 2020 national ambassadors, Super Deccan, and his parents, Rena Bawa and Manny Gill. So can you guys tell us a little bit about Deccan?
Hello? Can you hear us? We're good.
We can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
So Deccan was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy just after his 3rd birthday last year. So this is our 2nd time participating in the Walk for MD. And it's really important to our family just because we're grateful for all the support that we received from MD Canada through our diagnosis last year.
Now, yeah, sorry, Manny, keep going.
Oh, so our family we've been creating awareness through Deccan's love of hockey, actually, I was going to say.
Now, I hear you have a video of Deccan performing some of his trick shots that has been picked up by a number of sports outlets that we can possibly share with everyone here today.
Yeah, so he's got an Instagram account at Super Deccan where he does literally like a 1 in a million shot daily. He's actually had quite the hockey skill since he was about 1. He's been doing these insane tricks. So we made an account for him, and they've been shared by NHL, TSN, a bunch of different outlets online. So we're very proud of him, and yeah, we got a video that you guys can take a look at now.
You definitely have a future NHL player there. Deccan, that was really awesome. Okay, Deccan, who is your favorite hockey player?
Nylander.
Well, thanks for sharing that with us, Rena and Manny, and good luck in the big league, Deccan. Coming up next, we have 9-year-old John with his sister, Sahana, and their mom, Natasha Kahal, who participated in the Peel Region Walk for Muscular Dystrophy.
Hi, my name is Johan. This is my mom,
Natasha.
This is my sister. And I'm Sahana! Yay!
Where
I'm
from?
from Brampton, Ontario. We are so happy you to walk as one. We are heading outside to walk the neighborhood after the live stream and to have a barbecue. Can't wait to see you. Walk as one! Walk as Excellent!
Don't forget to post your pictures on Facebook and Instagram and tag Muscular Dystrophy Canada, MDC. Woohoo!
Thanks for the reminder. When you head out for your walk this afternoon, be sure to take lots of photos and videos and post them to social media with the hashtag #WeWalkAsOne. And don't forget to tag Muscular Dystrophy Canada. They're on Facebook, on Instagram, and Twitter, and we'll be looking for all of your photos and videos to share.
Oui, effectivement, n'oubliez pas de publier.
Indeed, don't forget to post your events so that we can also come together as a community virtually. Post your photos and videos using hashtag #WalkAsOne, and don't forget to tag Muscular Dystrophy Canada on Facebook and Twitter.
MDC on social media, and you should be. I'm serious if you're not promised me that you'll go to do that right after your walk this afternoon. As I was saying with you, if you follow MDC on social media, you know that they offer a tremendous amount of information on neuromuscular disorders and are committed to investing in groundbreaking research that is changing lives.
Effectivement, Ryan. Et cela nous amène à un message.
Yes, Brian, and that brings us to a special message from Dr. Cynthia Gagnon, who is a member of the Medical and Scientific Advisory Committee at MDC.
Trained professor with a background in occupational therapy, which is kind of rare in the field of neuromuscular disease. I am specializing in adult neuromuscular disorders that are more frequent in Canada. I work at the School of Rehabilitation at the University of Sherbrooke, and I am the scientific director of the Groupe de Recherche Interdisciplinaire sur les maladies neuromusculaires, the GRID. I am also a member of MDC Medical and Scientific Advisory Committee, MSACS, which provide consultation to MDC on research activity and project. A key activity of the MDC research program is the annual seed grant competition. This funding helps to support research projects focusing on diagnosis, development of new treatment, and improving health management for neuromuscular disease. Over the years, MDC has been able to support research projects that involve a large number of different neuromuscular diseases. MDC seed grant funding plays an important role with filling gaps from essential funding sources, and this is true now more than ever before due to COVID-19. In the past year, MDC funded over $1.6 million toward research and leveraged additional funding for a total of approximately $3.5 million. With your help, MDC has also been able to support initiatives aimed at infrastructure and network building, like the new Pan-Canadian Neuromuscular Disease Network for Canada, NMD4C. Concretely, this new network permits us to share more effectively resources and expertise across all neuromuscular clinic and research labs in Canada to improve evidence-based medical care and access to clinical trials and treatment for all Canadians impacted by NMD coast to coast. La recherche au Canada en maladies neuromusculaires est plus active que jamais et permet de réellement soutenir la...
Our research is very active, and we're doing our very best to meet the needs of all families for the future. I work in cooperation with Muscular Dystrophy Canada from the very outset of my career, and this very privileged relationship has assured me to adapt my program of research with a view to meeting family needs.
Thank you, Dr. Cynthia Gagnon. I had no idea that much money was being put into research. Such great news. Well, before we move on any further in the show, we have to do some more shout-outs because I've learned that there are a bunch of people joining us today that I want to point out to all of you. For instance, Anna Fortino is here with her amazing team. Forza Fortino, well, she's been a part of the Hamilton Walk since its very first year. We also have with us Kelvin Walsh, who raised over $2,000 by auctioning off more than 250 items for the Goose Bay auction.
Effectivement, on a plein d'équipes, Ryan, et nous avons...
Indeed, we have a great many teams. Super Simon's team is also with us here today, so happy to see you all.
But there's a couple of MDC chapters with us. Hi, Regina, and welcome South Okanagan to your very first walk. The Gottlieb family from Ontario are also joining us for the very first time this year. So welcome to Lauren, Louie, Leo, Lily, Tamara, and Michael, and thank you for your ongoing support. I hope you're having as much fun as we are. And Ross's Rollers, well, they're planning to carry the weight of a wheelchair on their walk today. Amazing, and good luck. There are also so many more that I would like to shout out, but that could take up the whole show. So just know that everyone here today deserves a shout out and a big thank you, because you're all amazing people doing amazing things, and we applaud you. And here's another amazing guy doing amazing things. Next up, we have a special message from actor and comedian Benoit Briere.
Salut, la belle gang.
Hello, beautiful people. All of you out there involved in Walk as One virtual edition, I hope you're well, happy, but more than anything, safe in these times of COVID-19. My name is Benoit Briere. I wanted to be here. In fact, I'm very honored, very touched to be here to lend you a hand, to give you a piece of my hearts, you get it? To spend a bit of time with you on this special day. We all know that neuromuscular disorders, well, we think we know, but what do we really know? Still, we know, and you know we know, and we know you know something about it. Complicated, eh? But these disorders can affect anyone at any time, and of course, impact their friends and family. That is why the Walk for Muscular Dystrophy is that you're doing today is a great way for you to lend a hand so that we can try and find the resources to help people with neuromuscular disorders. You know, right now we need to be all together. So that's why I wanted to stop by and say hello. I'm with you with all my heart. Hats off to you. Don't give up. We need you. And so then, heartfelt thank you. See you soon and have a great virtual walk. Way to go, gang.
Earlier, we heard how MDC uses a large portion of funds raised through Walk to invest in groundbreaking research. But they also use these funds to offer a plethora of support services for individuals and families living with a neuromuscular disorder.
Et parlant des services, Marie-Hélène
Speaking of services, Marie-Hélène Bolduc, Director of Mission at MDC, couldn't be with us today, unfortunately, but she did want to share the following message.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Marie-Hélène Bolduc.
Hi, my name is Marie-Hélène Bolduc. I'm Mission Director for MDC, responsible for programs and services, with my colleague Danielle Campo, who you will hear from shortly. First, I would like to thank you for being here today. It's thanks to people like you that MDC continues to offer its services. Since the start of the pandemic, demand has increased fourfold. Hence, far from decreasing, needs have never been greater. It started with calls for information about COVID-19. Our service access specialists quickly responded and offered even more moral support to those who needed it. Among the other services we offer, there is the Muscle Facts, an outreach program in schools, which last year allowed us to reach 400 students. We also offered info lunches for educators and info sessions for health professionals, and last year we managed to reach 200 of these. Another priority is human rights advocacy. We lobby governments vigorously in order to promote positive changes, especially when it comes to access to treatments for people with neuromuscular diseases. Finally, our best-known service, the equipment program, which has allowed us to supply some $1.2 million worth of equipment last year in order to improve the living conditions of our clients. Despite of all the changes we had to make because of COVID-19, we are very happy that we've been able to continue to offer our services. For all you do, thank you very much and have a good walk.
We do have with us today Danielle Campbell-McLeod, who is a Director of Mission at MDC as well. Welcome, Danielle.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Ryan. Thanks for having me.
Danielle, now Marie-Hélène, who is your colleague that just shared with us an enormous array of programs and services, she talked about MDC offering all of these to individuals, families, and even organizations. But there's more, correct?
Well, Ryan, there's so much more. We offer our system navigation program, we offer our community networks, and our caregiver and family retreats.
Danielle, what is system navigation?
Our system navigation program, Ryan, is a person-centered approach. We know that every individual living with a neuromuscular disorder walks through their own journey. Our system navigation program allows our service specialists across the country to work with the individuals and help them navigate the many different systems that we have to walk through on a daily basis. It could be something like schooling, funding, investigating, any of these different systems that you can think of that we can provide support. MDC is there to walk alongside our clients.
Wow, that kind of support is so valuable. Now, I've heard from the MDC networks, but since people can't get together right now, how is that working?
Well, our networks are up and running just like we're doing today. We're so excited to have them virtual. Our MDC Let's Connect, we meet just in settings like this. It's a great chance for people living with neuromuscular disorders to get together, to connect, to talk, to laugh and share, and most importantly, to keep updated on what's going on in Muscular Dystrophy Canada.
So in addition to the support provided through networks, retreats offer people another opportunity to connect with each other. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes, they do. Our family retreats are such a wonderful time for families to get away together, enjoy some fun, some respite, have some entertainment, and really network and meet with families that are going through and living the same journey as they are. As well as our caregiver retreats are so unique in the fact that it's a chance for caregivers to get away, to have some of their own respite when we know they have to put their own needs aside to take care of loved ones living with neuromuscular disorders. This is a chance for caregivers to get away and meet and have that respite and just enjoy time together.
So Danielle, you're a former Paralympian and certainly no stranger to many of our viewers here today as you've openly shared your personal story of living with a neuromuscular disorder. What advice do you have for viewers who might benefit from accessing MDC services, but just haven't been sure about how to reach out for that yet? Or maybe they know someone that these services could help.
Ryan, I would encourage everyone to just pick up the phone. Muscular Dystrophy Canada is here for you in every way. We have amazing service specialists across the country that are ready there to answer your phone call. I know that living with a neuromuscular disorder can often steal your joy. And MDC is there to help you and make sure that you can live your best quality of life. We want to walk alongside you. We want to help you. And we most importantly want to be there to celebrate your successes, but also make sure that you know you have that partner when times are tough.
Well, thank you, Danielle and Marie-Hélène. So many critical services are offered by MDC. If you need support or know someone who does, you can email info@muscle.ca or call 1-800-567-2873. Again, that's 1-800-567-2873, and they will connect you with a service specialist in your area. Now I want to introduce you to two of our walk ambassadors from Calgary, Alberta, Ishan and Shania.
It's story time! The story of our birth. Nope, because that's not PG. The story of our diagnosis, which occurred following the story of our birth. Yep. 'Twas a windy night. The parents waited anxiously. A constant stream of babbling ran from my mouth. Unlike his legs. The phone rang. Trembling hands reached out for this possible harbinger of doom. The voice on the other end spoke with the sterilized certainty of a lifetime spent under fluorescent lights. My father's hand shook. He was diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy type 2. Good job! You told a story! Our parents were wrongly told that their 18-month-old son wouldn't live until high school. It was very sad. I'm sure. I wasn't there. And then our parents... A stork. I am sure it was a stork. Brought them another one. I was diagnosed at birth, also with SMA type 2. SMA has forced us to make many sacrifices, such as having to hang up ballet shoes. And concede the epic sword duels of youth. But it has also given us the chance to sharpen our wit, minds,
and his hockey playing abilities. So this is why we are excited to participate in this walk.
We are walking for the hope that future little girls don't have to hang up their ballet shoes, and that little boys can always defeat the enemies of impenetrable blanket forts. We are walking for the dream that children, no matter how small, can sling down their Goliaths. We walk for dreams and for hope that someday, with enough laps around this circular track, we will make a difference, and that someday we'll be walking for a mere memory and not reality.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I know I'm not. I said it.
Okay. So once this live stream is ended, we are walking for MDC. You should too.
Donate. We want your money.
What my dear brother means to say is please consider donating to a great cause to make a real difference in lives like ours. We look forward to seeing your plethora of posts on all the social medias. We walk as one.
Finger cans.
Those two are a hoot.
Yes, they
Thank
are.
you, Sean and Shania. Well, we're heading into the last 10 minutes of our show today, and we'll be announcing our grand total raised soon. So just a reminder that you can still donate online at walk4md.ca. That's WALK4MD.ca, or by texting support walk to the number 20222 to make your $5, $10, or $25 donation to Muscular Dystrophy Canada. A one-time donation will be added to your mobile phone bill or be deducted from your prepaid balance.
Il est encore temps.
There is still time to make a last-minute donation. Every dollar counts, as it can make a difference in the lives of persons and families who deal with neuromuscular disease. Later in the show, we will announce the grand total of funds we've raised, but before that, we have a few words from our friend Régent Houle. Hello, I'm Régent Houle, president of the Montreal Canadiens Alumni. Thanks to your efforts, Muscular Dystrophy Canada can continue to offer programs and services and invest in treatment research. Keep up your efforts and you will reach your goal. Have a wonderful walk for muscular dystrophy.
Now we have another familiar walk participant, Sakina Mastang, a 2019 walk ambassador and MDC client.
Hello, I'm Sakina. It's an honor to be speaking for Muscular Dystrophy Canada. I have a rare form of congenital myopathy progressing over the last 2 decades. As of now, I use a wheelchair and a ventilator to breathe. Unlike most ventilated patients who are in long-term care, I live in a community with my two children who will take care of me. Apart from ongoing equipment funding, Muscular Dystrophy Canada has been my greatest advocate, allowing me to live independently on a ventilator at home. Muscular Dystrophy Canada has fulfilled my dream of ever being able to travel on an airplane with a ventilator. Breaking barriers, they navigated systems to support me, arranged and funded extra equipment, and helped me prepare until the last day of travel. Muscular dystrophy affects my life and everything, especially because I have no function in my hands. Despite my free muscles, my journey has made me a better, more compassionate human, none of which would be possible without Muscular Dystrophy Canada to lean on. The walk always inspired me, where I meet other families like mine who bring hope and courage to my struggles, and most of all, funds raised to assist us. Thanks to all of you who fundraise for the Tenaquip Foundation Walk for Muscular Dystrophy. Muscular Dystrophy Canada is able to continue to provide critical programs and services to individuals and families like mine who are impacted by neuromuscular disorders. Thank you.
What a powerful message from Sakina, and thank you for sharing with us today. There are so many amazing people in this MDC family, and now I want to introduce to you another one. Luca Lazy Legs Petrelli lives by the motto, No excuses, no limits, and I can hear him now. Born with arthrogryposis, a neuromuscular disorder affecting the bones and joints of the body, Luca has undergone a total of 16 surgeries since he was 7 months old to support his legs, hips, spine, and shoulders. Despite facing physical challenges, Luca learned at an early age about the power of adapting positively to any situation.
À 15 ans, Luca a découvert le breakdance.
At 15 years of age, Luca discovered breakdancing. He was attracted by the music, the culture, and of course the difficult moves. He eventually came up with his own unique style where he leverages the strength of his upper body and uses his crutches as an extension of his arms. B-Boy Lazy Legs was born. Please welcome Luca Lazy Legs Patueli, who wants to get us moving and warm up those muscles before we walk as one.
Est-ce que ça va bien? J'ai vraiment hâte de faire partie de l'équipe Fondation Tenaquip Walk for MD. Je sais que cette année, les choses, ça ressemble complètement différent que les...
I know that this year is very different from the past.
Before, mais le but reste toujours... We are all in this together. And avant qu'on peut commencer, j'ai préparé un petit of activities, and I hope to be able to give you all some energy. All right, so I prepared a little bit of a warm-up, un petit échauffement. Je vais demander que vous allez répéter les mêmes mouvements que je fais, mais dans la meilleure façon que vous pouvez faire. I'm going to ask you all to repeat the same moves I do to the best of your ability. But if you don't feel like copying my moves, no worries. Just feel free just to groove and dance to the music and just have fun. J'espère que je peux vous donner un peu d'énergie. I just want to give a big shout out one more time to everyone that's with us today. Yo, what up? All right, let's have some fun. All right, first of all, I'm just going to start off with a little bit of groove. Bob that head. Yeah, Newfoundland, I see you. You're looking good. All right, now we're just going to say yes with the head, up and down. Are we walking for MD tonight? Oh, yeah. Now we're going to say no with the head, side to side. We're going to do a full circle with the head. My Atlantic region, I see you. Yes. Keep on turning that head. And we're going to bring our arms up as high as we can. And we're going to wiggle those fingers. Québec, Montréal, est-ce que ça va bien? Ouais. Côté à côté. Hey. Okay. And up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. West Coast. I know it's early, but we're gonna disco. Everyone. Circle. Side. Yeah. Other side. Yeah. My volunteers, show me what you got. Hey. My firefighters, we're gonna raise that roof. Hey. Researchers. Yes. Come on, speed. Freestyle, just dance however you feel like it. Hey. I'm gonna finish off with a freeze. Amazing. That felt so good. I know that we are through screens right now, but I can feel your energy. J'espère que vous avez bougé avec moi. J'espère que ça vous avait donné.
I hope you moved with me and you have a bit more energy.
Merci. Thank you so much for participating in Walk for MD. Remember, even though we are all doing our own activities and we might not be together as we normally would be, we are always together here in our hearts, and we are one. And I just wanted to wish everyone an amazing rest of the day, but an amazing rest of the year. J'espère que tout le monde est...
I hope that everyone is safe, as is the case for your loved ones. I'm sure that a few of us have had some difficult challenges
throughout this year, but it's really great to be able to see you all right now together, celebrating MD, celebrating life, and I really hope to be able to dance with you all again in the near future, but hopefully this time it'll be live where we can all dance together and have an awesome party. Wishing you all the best and looking forward to seeing you all again soon. Peace.
Thank you, Luca. And after that, I am ready to go. Am I ready, everyone? So everybody knows Zoom by now. Give me a hand clap if you're ready to go. But before you head out on your walk or start whatever activity you've chosen to do today, we have to announce how much we've raised. I'm going to invite CEO Stacy Lintern back. Stacy, do you know how much we've raised together through the Tenaquip Foundation Walk for Muscular Dystrophy?
I do indeed. I really wish we had a drum roll for this. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you to everyone who fundraised and gave to the Tenaquip Foundation Walk for Muscular Dystrophy. To date, we have raised $670,137.15.
Wow.
That is absolutely incredible. This community is truly ignited by passion, fueled by hope. Way to go, everyone. The Tenaquip Foundation Walk for MD 2020 has raised $670,137.15, all made possible by you. But the fundraising doesn't stop there. You can still go to walkformd.ca or dystrophy.ca to donate online or text and give. Every extra dollar counts.
C'est incroyable.
Unbelievable. You do know we're in the midst of a pandemic, right? That we can't get out there and raise funds in person, and yet, thanks to your dogged dedication and passion, you've prevailed and made it happen. To our sponsors, the Tenaquip Foundation, Biogen, Roche, Global News, Équipement Robitaille, Motion, Agada, Echo Medical Equipment, and Fredericton Co-op, and to all of you who've taken the time to send emails, to post on social media, and to ask your parents, friends, and neighbors to donate, thank you. Our success is your success, and we cannot thank you enough. Today, when you get out there to walk, do it with pride, secure in the knowledge that you have made a difference in the lives of Canadians everywhere. Thank you.
What do you think we check on Disa and see what she's been working away on over there? Hi, Disa.
Hi, everybody. I've been working hard. As you can see, I have filled up the board with all of the great stories and information today. I've captured that we're doing a walk in a virtual edition, so it's in a laptop instead of outside like we would normally do. I captured the amazing total that everybody raised, and I captured all of the great things that are going to happen with the money that was raised. So happy walk day to everybody, and thank you so much for having me.
All right. Thank you so much, Disa. That looks amazing. We'll be sure to share a photo of that on our socials later so everyone can see it in detail. What a nice way to recap the event. Our event is now coming to an end, but before we all go our separate ways, I just want to remind you all that to capture this day, take pictures, take videos, make social media posts, and tag us. Merci beaucoup tout le monde, ça fut un grand plaisir.
Thank you, everyone. It was truly a wonderful time with you at this very first virtual walk.
To ensure that we can see your posts so that we can share it. Keep spreading the word. Keep raising awareness. Keep pushing barriers. And thank you to everyone who helped make this day possible. It's time to get out there and walk as one. So let's go. Now, let's send it off to my buddies over there at the fire department to lead us out. Au revoir.
On behalf of the thousands of Canadians impacted,
thank you for joining us.
Now go out and have fun with your family and friends. Walking for MD.
Together with our MDC community and for our MDC community, we walk as one.